Hey guys, I'm Rita Bearcat and thank you so much for watching my videos. This is my YouTube channel. I would love it so much if you like this video to go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and you can hit that subscribe button anytime. That way you can see all of the videos when they do come up. And this is day 3 of 30 days of my art journaling challenges. I took them on as art journaling challenges, but they're actually part of 30 days of art challenges that I gave to my subscribers. So if you want to be in on that, you can totally join at any time, and I will send them to your inbox. So I will put the link below so that if you want to join up, and you don't have to do them publicly, so no pressure there. I will send you the challenges, the art challenges, so that you can play along, and you don't have to do them on a video, and you don't even have to do them in your journal. They're really just art challenges, whether you want to do them scrapbooking or art journaling or mixed media projects, whatever that you do, they will fit in any kind of artsy type of product. So anyways, let's get to it. Okay, here we go. So for today's art journal page, I decided to do a little mini, and this little mini I made by putting 3 little signatures together. And how you make these little signatures, so what a signature is basically you're just making little pages and you're making little booklets together. So I took some watercolor paper and I made these 3 little booklets, and I sewed them together, and then that little white strip there that you see, I glued that together on the back after I sewed the pages together, and I tucked it underneath the sewing. And then I'm taking that canvas and using that as my cover and using gel medium to hold that into place, just to make it more sturdy and also to make it more of a finished look, so it actually looks like a book rather than just like a little pamphlet or something. And I really like it. I'm thinking I might make a whole bunch of little booklets because it looks like a book and it looks really cute. And so I was thinking that I could put this book inside my art journal and just make it look like a little book of promises, within the art journal itself. And so it's like a art journal within an art journal. So I don't know, just a fun little idea. And I like the idea of it just too because you can put little things in there, little sayings in there, or little secrets in there that you can write that aren't so exposed. So if somebody's just flipping through your journal, it's there, but it doesn't have to be for everyone. So right now I'm just kind of giving it an aged look by painting the sides brown and making it look not so new. And you can see there that the pages, they open nice and wide because I've sewn it together and not glued all those pages together. So the only thing I glued was the outside cover, the canvas, and so you can see all the pages open really nicely. And that's the thing about our art journals. If you don't know, I do have journals in our shop. I have a shop, Rita Bearcat shop, and that's one of the things that I was very particular about is when we did do journals, is that I wanted to make sure that they weren't glued together, that they are sewn together. So they hold up very nicely for paint, and that they open nice and flat when you're painting, and that they're going to hold up nicely after you're done painting, because if you're going to do all that work, you want it to look really nice and you want it to hold up really well. And so that's why I wanted to make sure that it was going to do really well. So right now I've got this little canvas heart, and this is actually part of one of our little die cuts in the shop, and I'm going to put that little heart on the cover of our little tiny journal. And I wanted to make it super dark red as a contrast to the little book, because I'm not painting the cover of the book. I wanted to leave that canvas color. And this is the same canvas that we use for all of our journals. And so you can see I don't have to put any gesso on it or anything. I don't have to prep it. It's ready to paint right away. So I wanted it super duper dark. And so I've got this nice crimson red. So we're going to paint this dark red and set that aside. And once our cover is dry, then we'll be able to attach that to the book as well. But I really love the idea of this little mini book. I think it would be really fun to make a whole bunch or do a series of these little mini books. And you could really make them with any kind of paper. I made it with the watercolor paper because I wanted it to be super thick and stiff, and I knew that I would add a lot of painting to it later. And so I wanted to make sure that it was going to hold up really nicely. And watercolor paper is a lot thicker than most paper and holds up to pretty much any medium as well. All right, so now I'm going in there with a fluid acrylic. This is one of my favorite colors. This is a Blue Lagoon from Golden. I love this color. It's so vibrant and bright, and it's going to provide a really, really bright, vibrant color backdrop for our book. And so I like the idea of this bright, vibrant backdrop for our little mini book. And so it's kind of like we're doing this book within a book, right? So we're going to glue this book, this little mini book, on top of another book. So this, I'm working in the small mixed media journal from the shop. And this is a 5x7 journal that I'm working in. And so right now the pages that I'm working on right now are mixed media papers. There are canvas pages in here as well, but I'm working on the paper pages, and you can see that they're completely sewn in the book. So I did dry. You saw you saw the film clip change. I did dry it with the heat gun, because in order for me to adhere that really well, I had to dry it. I'm using gel medium, but you could use a glue, whatever your favorite glue is. I'm using a gel medium to adhere that little red heart. Making sure that's sticking on there really well. I thought about doing a pocket too, but I didn't want to cover up the book because I thought it was so cute. I don't know, something about it, because it's so small and the little heart, kind of reminded me of Alice in Wonderland. And I love that story. I think I love all the crazy design elements of the story, really is what I love. And so I'm making these little hearts that kind of lead you up to the book. And sometimes your art journaling pages can be very full, but I think sometimes they can be very simple too. I think that's okay. And I will say that a lot of times I will go back to a page sometimes and add to it. sometimes it's finished, sometimes it isn't. And sometimes, I mean, it could be a year later and I'll look at a page and I'll be like, oh, I got this new stencil or I got this something and I feel like I need to add to it. But I felt like this was finished for now, except for maybe the art journal pages. So if you like this, I would so appreciate it. It would help me out a lot if you would give this a thumbs up. And if you want to join the challenges, I am putting that link below, and I would love it if you would join us. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, and thank you so much. I'm Rita Bearcat, and I will see you next time in the next video. Thanks.